everyone, welcome back to Stephanie Plans and Reads. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate your subscribing, your viewing, your commenting, your liking. Thank you so much. We are, I think, one person away from 1,000 as of the time I finished, or as I'm filming this video. And yeah, I'm really excited about what the future holds for the channel. So today I do have Zeusy with me. He's right here. So if he walks through, I apologize, but it is his house and, and he kind of likes looking out this window that's just right here. So today I'm going to talk about journaling. So I know a lot of people are going to be starting in 2025. They're going to be starting journaling as well. So if you've got a Sterling Ink planner, you may be using your daily pages for journaling. Same with Hobonichi. Any of those kind of paper planners that have an option for journaling, people might be starting those new. And there's also people who just want to journal, start journaling in a, regular notebook, but they just don't know basically where to start or how to start. So this video is about how to journal. So I've been journaling since I was 10 years old. I have quite a few journals, different iterations, and I have some to show you here. I couldn't show some of the ones from when I was really young because what I had done with the covers is wrote like Stephanie loves, whomever all over the cover, and I want to keep that that a bit private, but I do have some examples here of my journals so I can go through and show you those, and I'll also give you some tips on what you can do if you have no idea where to start. So the first question I always ask anytime it's about planning or journaling or anything is why. So when I first started journaling, it was a requirement in my grade 5 homeroom was to journal. And I started journaling then. And I just kept doing it. And I find it very therapeutic and interesting to because I have no memory, very bad memory. It's interesting to go back and read them and to see not only what happened, but how I was feeling about things. So ask yourself why. I mean, do you want a record of your life? Do you want to work through some strong feelings? Do you want to have fun? Do you want to just get better at the practice of writing? All of those things are valid reasons to start journaling. So first, my reason was because I was told to. It was a requirement. And then besides just kind of liking the process of it, I really did struggle with a lot of big emotions, and the journaling helped that tremendously. So the first type of journal can be like a diary type journal. So this is an example. I just used a basic exercise book that you would get at school. And you can buy these in Walmart or something for a package of 5, I think. And basically I'm just going to flip through because again, it's, private. So this is from 1995 and 96, it says. So August. And that's what I do to kind of, when they're not dated pages, I kind of put the little where they span. And this is, look how big my handwriting is. So yeah, it's just basically a Dear Diary. So this is great if you need help processing emotions. So if you have anxiety or depression or any kind of mental health issues that if you've ever gone to any kind of therapy, they always tell you to write things down. It is very helpful to write things down. You get out your emotions. I find for me, writing the thing down will end up making it not as big. And it just helps me kind of not verbalize, but the writing equivalent of verbalizing my feelings and getting them out. So you can use, just this exercise book. But there are also like lovely, this is a lovely suede book that I have. And again, it's very processing emotions. This is from 2002. So yeah, lots of, this is what happened at work. I like this guy. He's so cute. Those types of things. Why doesn't he talk to me? Whatever. So that's all in this lovely book here. There was also kind of a unique, when I went to university, there was some kind of unique notebooks that I got. And this one is from 2002 and it's called Lab Notes. And so, yeah, I've written in there as well. So that's one kind of dear, and I've called these all diaries. This is diary number 20. I have maybe 35 of them so far. Another way that you can start journaling is to write with prompts. And this is a great way to kind of wake up your thoughts or inspire you to think about something that you might not have thought about before. So there are a lot of different sites online. I know Coffee Monsters Co. does a prompt. I think Claire from online, she did a weekly or a daily prompt, is what writing prompt. So these are usually questions like, what's your favorite book and why? Or if you went to a desert island and you could only take 3 things, what would they be? That kind of stuff. And it helps you to like get your mind thinking about things. And then of course you just write down whatever you come up with. Those types of prompts are really great for inspiring other diary entries or journal entries. So you write the prompt and then usually you've been thinking about different things as a result of that prompt. And then you can use that for another entry the next day if you don't have, enough prompts, or you might find that you use prompts for a little bit and then you don't need them anymore. Another kind of common prompt that people use is gratitude. So what are you grateful for today? And that can be, you can make a list of things you're grateful for. You can talk about one thing you're grateful for, but more in depth. Any type of these types of prompts that ask you a question, either specifically or, in general, you can write the answer to that prompt as an entry, but it also gives you a springboard to talk about other things that you might do in a different entry. And I've done gratitude in a variety of different ways. Let's see. So, for example, in this one, this is from my Hobonichi from last year. I had a gratitude list. So I put kind of 3 things that I was grateful for. And I have been doing that pretty consistently for about 2 years now. But I have also throughout before I was in my Hobonichi, I had done gratitude just as part of an entry. So I'm not going to go through that to find it, but I have done it as part of an entry. The other thing that you can do is very simply, if you don't want to, talk about gratitude, or you haven't had many big feelings, is just write about your day. So what did you do today in a very kind of documentary type way? I woke up at this time, I did this, I did this. I often find once I start writing, I want to write more. And even if I can't write a lot at the time, if I write down just the kind of basic stuff that happened that day, then I can go later and kind of fill it out. Another thing, as I said, when I talked about the diary kind of type of journal entry, is to write about big events and big feelings. So any type of trip or travel that you do, any kind of ceremony like weddings or funerals or big events, buying a new pet, meeting new people, getting together with family. All of those things are great fodder for journal entries. And the last thing I would say is to kind of experiment, to have fun with it. The whole reason the whole kind of best thing, I suppose, about a journal is the fact that this is for you. I mean, many people have a journaling practice where they write a journal for a year and then they just burn it or rip it up or destroy it in some way. Some people, will keep it as a record for their family. And perhaps they don't want all of their kind of big feelings to be in a record. But it's totally up to you, so you can have fun with it. This is another journal that I had, which I got this in the UK, little tea cups on it. This is from 2019, 2021, so it spanned a lot. I find like as I got older, I have less and kind of implemented these types of planners in my life that have the journaling in it. I find less need for these kind of big journals that I put everything in. These generally now tend to be just what I would call big feeling journals, where I want to write out a lot about something little that I'm kind of obsessing about, or something that's big that I need to process. That's what happens in here. And these things become the kind of daily, more document and maybe a brief message about how I'm feeling. So you can do what you want. You don't have to, it doesn't always have to be a long, lengthy, pen, paper, long written, handwritten entry. It can be, a picture. It can be a doodle. It can be, random pieces of magazine just taped in there. You can have fun with how you journal. And like I said, you can put nothing, as little or as much of how you're feeling and what's happening to you as you want, because it is your journal. And if you don't want anyone to see anything, you can always destroy it. So this year I've been journaling, daily journaling in my Sterling ink. And as you can see, in most cases, it's a to-do list, which is not really, I don't consider part of the journaling, a gratitude, and then kind of what happened in the day. If there are any big feelings, things that I want to process, or things that are really just for my own eyes, then I use this. This is my kind of my diary kind of journal. And yeah, I've just put a variety of entries in here. And this is where this doesn't see the channel very often, because this is just, like I say, big feelings, processing things. It's great for anybody with any kind of mental health issues, just to have one of these things where you can basically regurgitate everything that's going on in your mind and it not, see the light of day. So there's some examples or ideas about how you can journal in 2025. If you have any other suggestions about how somebody might start journaling, please put those comments down below. I love to hear about how other people are journaling and what they're putting in their journals, or what they plan on putting in their journals for 2025. I really appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.